but there's one thing to say and always keep.
What's up, Saiyan Army? Front squat day today. 10 sets of 3 reps at 85%. That puts us at 285 pounds on the bar using a training max of 335 pounds. So this week a lot of experimenting was done. So when I first started front squatting, I used my knee sleeves and my squat shoes. And I got a slight knee injury. It's not really an injury, it's just like a little thing I feel on the front of my knee. It could be like the patella, the meniscus, something from years ago, and it started, I could feel it. So what I did was I got rid of the knee sleeves and the squat shoes. This week I decided to bring it back now that I know my form's gotten a lot better since I first started front squatting. So last squat workout I used my knee sleeves and squat shoes and I could still feel it. So this workout I got rid of the knee sleeves and just used the squat shoes. And to be honest, I could still feel it just a little bit. So next workout I'm going to be using my Vibrams or my wrestling shoes and just my knee sleeves, and I think that's going to be the recipe for success for my front squat. So I'm really excited to try that out next workout. Also, the training max is going to be increasing and I'm looking forward to starting this new week. Currently I'm finishing up my deload week. So let's get into the topic of this video, the problem with aesthetics. So one of the big problems I see around just Instagram everywhere are kids, whether they be like 140 pounds, 150 pounds, and they're afraid, they want to bulk, they want to get big, but they're afraid to lose some of their abs, they're afraid to gain some body fat, or just gain some fat at all. You know, they start a bulk, and the minute they see, you know, just a little bit of fat on them, boom, they gotta cut again, you know. And their bulk only lasted like, you know, 3 weeks, maybe a month or so, and they're cutting again. And one of the reasons I think the problem stems from is a lot of these fitness models and guys on Instagram post about how they're full bulking or aesthetic year round and stuff, and they're sub 10% body fat with like veins in their abs, and they're saying that they bulked, whether they bulked for like 2 weeks and got to a surplus. But let's be real, how much muscle are you gonna build in 2 weeks? None. And let's be real too, how much, if you're sub 10% and you're bulking and you finish your bulk still at sub 10%, for 99.999% of you guys, you haven't bulked at all. You've maintained. Okay? So in order to gain aesthetics, you have to lose some aesthetics first. That's just how it goes. It's give and take. Now I'm not saying you guys need to get like fat as fuck. You guys don't have to get super obese. Like that was back in the day that people believed that. Like Jay Cutler would, his off-season bulk would be like 50 pounds over stage weight, and he would cut like 50 pounds just to get on stage. And that cut is, what people are realizing is cutting that much weight is really hard on your body, because 50 pounds while maintaining all that muscle mass, you got to cut it nice and slowly, so it's a long cut. And it's very hard on your body because you're in a caloric deficit for so damn long. So I've never been 50 pounds overweight, but I can imagine it's not that fun. So what do I recommend? I recommend staying around that 15% body fat at most. Okay, so 15%, anything over 15% is where I recommend online clients to start do like either a mini cut or like a body recomposition, where, hey, let's drop fat for like a month or so. Let's go into a deficit for a month, drop some fat, and get you back in that range, back in like a, you know, a decent range. So for me personally, as long as I can see my upper abs, then we're good. Once the upper abs start fading, then I think it's time for a body recomposition or a, you know, a mini cut. Once I start bulking, my lower abs are gone for the most part. So I don't even worry about that. So what to look for if you're bulking, okay? And bulking, I mean lean bulking, obviously. Steady weight gain. Now, you guys are gonna ask me, oh, how much weight gain for me? It's all dependent on how long you've been lifting for and where you're at, okay? If you're a brand spanking new lifter, you can gain, you know, 4 or 5 pounds a month, and a lot of that could convert into muscle and you're gonna be good. But if you're an older lifter than like me, if I gain 5 pounds a month, guess what? I'm gonna get really, really fat. And the second thing you want to look for is strength gains. Is your strength going up? Now, if both of those are going up, your body weight and your strength, you're making gains. So that's the end of the video. But let's be real. We all know the problem with aesthetics. Bitches be Myron.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000!